Show night tonight.
Up next, the Spurs taking on the Lakers. For the Spurs, they've been beasting all year and nobody can seem to slow them down. At home tonight, they're looking for their next victim. Lakers, Spurs, coming right up on 2K Sports. Welcome everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You look at San Antonio, they've been outstanding halfway through this season, looking cohesive and playing for one another. And checking out the Lakers, pretty far behind right now.
Checking out San Antonio, I think they're the team you dread having to play. I mean, they've been performing at just about their best in every game so far this season.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Reeves and LeBron out on the perimeter. Hayes is out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the point. And for San Antonio, Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. Holland out there with Harper. And it's Castle in at the small forward position. And of course, MP has made it known he expects an all-star nod this season. And any matchup that challenges his spot, he's going to take very seriously.
The special part of MP's game is how spectacular he is under the brightest lights. When he faces high-caliber stars, he turns it up to another level. Fans have come to expect excellence from him against top talent, and I'd be shocked if he wasn't a shoo-in as a top all-star vote-getter.
Oh man, this should be fun tonight. These teams love to let it fly from deep.
Oh, both these teams live and die by the three-pointer. If they're both on, we'll have a really high-scoring game. But if not, we might have enough bricks for houses at both ends.
Here's Harper. He had 9 points in his last time out. 4 on the clock. Holland for 3. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
To the paint. Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
A guard that can truly do it all. Doncic has tremendous power.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Here's Holland. Turned in an outstanding game against Memphis. Nails it from 3. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. I asked him about LeBron James and what his team's defensive game plan was against him, and he said to me, hope and pray that he misses a majority of his shots. With LeBron, there's only so much you can do against him, but we're going to do our best. We'll see what happens here tonight. Back over to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Holland, following the score by Los Angeles. And he's going for the lob! And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Doncic passes to Hayes. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Back come the Spurs in transition.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, PA.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front.
Spurs lead by 9. Here's Holland. He's got 11. There's the drive. Pass to Harper. It's stolen by Doncic. Now Reeves fires the three. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. And he lobs it up top. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now, here is James. His last outing, he had 20. Stolen by Kessel. Here we go, all alone. Ahead. Here's Barnes. Pass to Holland. Jacks up a three. Connects from downtown. Holland's got 14 points.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at the Rockets. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for San Antonio, they're in the #1 slot right now. Still half the season left, but there's nowhere else they'd rather be.
Now, here is James. Phenomenal stats on a consistent basis. Puts up over 24 points a game.
You know, it's not his forte, but still, Luka can hit threes. He keeps you honest.
Spurs lead by 11. Here's Holland. 14 points for him. And he lobs it up. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Looking at who's out there now for San Antonio. Cornette's checked in for Wembanyama. Vassell comes in for Castle. And Fox is subbed in for Harper. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game. They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Hayes with a screen on Vassell. James passes to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Cornette sets a screen. Here's Holland. Banked it in off the glass. Holland's got 16 points.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
James outside. Back to Doncic. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Fox. Spurs lead by 13. Here's Holland. And his first miss of the day. Now 6 for 7. James passes to Doncic. Hayes inside. Cornette defending. Vassell against James. Clock at 6. And no good.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Fox. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 15.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they've built this lead. They have been dominant.
Now, here is James. Misses the 3.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
San Antonio moving the ball around. Here's Holland. Here's Kornet. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Kornet's got his second basket of the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
From deep, here's Doncic, and the three-pointer goes.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
Here's Holland on the take. Oh, and it's a big-time dunk as he slams it right over Doncic.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. And then for Los Angeles, Kleba, he's checked in for Hayes. LaRavia comes in for LeBron. And Smart subbed in for Reeves. Kleba passes to Smart. And Fox comes to help. Pass to LaRavia. The 3-ball. Drills it from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
San Antonio leading by 13. Here's Holland. He's got 18. To the inside. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist from Holland. Holland's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, we know Johnson can beat you from the perimeter, but there he is working inside.
Counted from distance. LaRavia's got 6.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Holland, started by Doncic. And here's LaRavia. He played a great game against New Orleans.
Just out of control. Already 3 fouls for him. He'll likely have to take a seat.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight. That's good from Doncic.
And Doncic is a walking...
Change here for San Antonio. Austin Reeves is checked in for Los Angeles. Vincent comes in for Doncic.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
LaRavia with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Outside Reeves. Fires for 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Give him 8.
That's his second triple this quarter. I guess he's left that dry spell behind.
And now let's check in with Allie to see what she has on MP for us. Take it away, Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, fans of NP or Cade Cunningham got to see them in different roles recently. The 2 NBA stars tried their hand at coaching, manning the bench for 2 youth teams to promote their new league. I talked to MP about it, and he told me I've always had an interest in coaching. This was a great way to get my feet wet and also help some incredibly talented kids along the way. Sounds like MP has his post-playing career all lined up, guys.
Yeah, sure does. Great stuff. Thank you. On the court for the Lakers, Jake LaRavia is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Gabe Vincent. And it's Smart in at the 3. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, here's Reeves. Here's LaRavia. And the deficit down inside single digits. LaRavia's got 12 points in the game.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, the writing is on the wall. The Lakers are Luka's team now. And it seems quite possible this will be King James' final season with the team after he picked up his almost $53 million player option. While LeBron is not entirely comfortable with the situation from my understanding, and guys, he's got to make the most of every season he has left.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. All right, Shams. Thank you very much for that report.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Vincent passes to Vanderbilt. Vincent outside. Rebounded by Castle.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Holland hits the front of the rim and out. Lakers trail by 15. Now Reeves. Give him 8 points now. LaRavia outside. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. San Antonio with a rebound. And it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
Well, you look at the discipline and the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Spurs making a change here. Fournette's checked in. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Vanderbilt. Hachimura comes in for LaRavia. James is checked in for Reeves. And Doncic has subbed in for Vincent. Now here's Doncic. 12 points for him. That one's good from James on the assist by Doncic. James has got his second basket of the night. San Antonio leading by 12. Here's Holland. He's got 21. Driving to the basket. Here's Cornette. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And when he puts it all together, look at the kind of night Luka can have. Wow.
San Antonio has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Holland. Looking at his scoring efficiency, he's averaging around 29 a game. Lets the 3 fly. And they get it back. The 3. A miss there. Now 8 for 14.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here's James. LeBron, a smooth operator inside.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
Here's Holland, guarded by Doncic. Three-pointer. And Holland good for 3. Holland's got 6 in the quarter. And this is a tough time of the season, Grant. A few months in with a few months to go.
Yeah, B.A. You know, for the players, this is when they start to feel the grind of the regular season. A lot of the guys are dealing with nagging fatigue or mental weariness.
Here's Holland. 24 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Who's watching here?
To the middle. Out to James. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist with that last one. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Sohan's checked in for Barnes. Johnson comes in for Castle. Devin Vassell, he's... So the San Antonio Spurs liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. We'll be right back after this word.
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend. Let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest. When you see today's three-point specialist, Kenny, what goes through your mind?
It's the green light that these guys get. I'd love to have the opportunity to launch 8, 9, 10 threes in a game. I would have nailed down an all-star spot, Ernie. I would have scored 20 points a game.
You got to make your own green lights, Kenny, like I did.
And there's the red light, telling me it's time to move this along. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first-half performance for the Spurs.
It's one-sided on the scoreboard, also in the rebounding column. They're hammering on these guys. This is how you blow a team out.
Yep, secure those boards, good things happen. Scientifically proven.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Spurs lead by 15. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. Harper out there with Holland. And it's Castle in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Pulls up. And Harper with a basket on the assist from Holland. Harper's got 5 now.
And I like that Harper isn't a one-dimensional jump shooter. He can do it with a catch and shoot like that or off the dribble.
He gets it in there.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Jay, in the last matchup against Memphis was simply terrific. He ended up with 37 points, and his passing was huge in that game, finding ways to involve his teammates. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Doncic passes to Hachimura. Now Reeves. Doncic right side. Shoots over Holland. Again, the Lakers score.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Here's Holland. 24 points for him. Pass to Barnes. Wide open look. Again, the Spurs score.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
James passes to Reeves.